Alright, y'all. So, I don't know how the fuck I want to jump into this, but the so called story, fictional character, fictional belief that we all present ourselves, whether that's with why we're hardworking the way we are, why we're wired the way we are, why our habits are the habits that they are, why our morning routines and evening routines are fucking pointless, is because the fictional character that we tell ourselves on a daily basis. Whatever the hell that so-called fictional character, it can be non-fiction or fiction. But to let that old story die, you have to let something burn and let something new be reborn. Let something new come into effect of your life, of your processes, of your understandings, of whatever the hell is you're trying to do. Fucking do it. Ain't nobody gonna remake your story besides you. Ain't nobody gonna live your life besides you. Ain't nobody gonna tell you how to live your life besides you. Maybe your parents will have some lineage, but fuck them. Why the fuck do you care about your parents' opinion, your parents' approval, if they'll be dead sooner than you will be? They'll be dead when you're 35 or 25. Like, we don't know when we're gonna die, so we are trying to rewrite our story and create that new character, but we don't know for what. We don't know what we're trying to create it by, create it for. But like, at the same time, to let something new come into effect, we have to let our old self die. We have to cremate these thoughts into something new. Curate the text that we tell ourselves, that we read ourselves on a daily basis to nightly basis. Because without that contextual text, what is the point of making that content, of sharing your story, of creating that new story, of creating that new habit, of creating that something new? So, new is a descriptive term. You're describing something new that you are uncomfortable with, that you're trying to shape into your own reality, or you're trying to shape into your habits, because habits are not your routines. A new habit is a new routine. Granted, that habit could take 6 weeks to 6 months. I don't know, I'm just guesstimating. Do your fucking research. Just look that shit up and find it out. I don't know. I'm just going off the top of the dome. But whatever fucking story you're telling yourself, understand that that story is who you are right now. Okay? That is who you are right now. I didn't even see that dude right there. And whatever the fuck that so-called story or fictional character that you tell yourself on a daily basis, that is not you. I mean, that is a piece of you. That is a piece of you that you are not willing to let die in the past. That is not willing to let or be something more in the future. Because future representation is dangerous. So, if we do that, we overthink everything. We overdo everything. We overachieve. We over-explore. We over-contextualize, okay? Like, overdoing is not overcoming, okay? Overdoing is doing too much where you can't fucking mentally understand what you're trying to do. Okay, and whatever the fuck you're trying to do, don't tell anybody else. They don't give a flying fuck about your life. Who gives a shit about what they think? Okay, like, we all have a certain timeline. I'm bringing timeline out in this certain timeline. On our lives, we don't know when we're going to die. We know when we're born. We don't know when we're going to meet that girl. Everything is all on timeline. Everything is all on happenstance. Everything is all off of how we perceive our inside versus outside world. But like, at the same time, you may ask, what's the point of not wasting time, of using my time wisely, of trying to understand my time and not take it with a grain of salt, but take it with a axe to the head? Okay, like whatever it is you're trying to exploit, explore, and look over, do your research. Do research inside, do research if it's talking with somebody. I would say you can talk to your parents, but like that's gonna change their belief, their perception, and their outlook of you. Okay, I told my parents shit last night and I didn't want to tell them. I regret saying it to them because now they're gonna want to bring it up and now they're gonna want to know more. But I'm like, I don't want to. Like, that was an emotional barrier that they went over. And crossed. Okay, they were crossing the Red Sea. Okay? And through that emotional barrier, we have to understand the quotient of their information. We gotta understand them by where they're coming from. But at the same time, what the fuck is the point of understanding them and where they're coming from when we don't even give a shit? Like, I lost my parents' trust a while. It's been a while. But I've lost my trust in them when I was 16 or 17, okay? My parents never came downstairs. They don't come downstairs to talk to me, okay? The basement is all mine. That's all I do is sit downstairs on my ass, not doing shit, okay? They never come downstairs. And when they do, they talk to me. And when they talk to me, that conversation could last 20 to 2 hours. And what I mean by that is I want that conversation to end. I want that conversation to end because I don't give a fuck about them. But they give a fuck about me. But like, at the same time, fuck them. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm leaving here in 7 months. After that, I might be coming back to live with them for a few summers to a few years, but that's because I don't got my bases covered. Other than that, well, we got a black bullet. Matte black bullet. And she's not going to be taking the curves too well. I can already tell. Of course, said Audi had to come. But yeah, I fucking gave up on my parents when I was 16 or 17 because even though they say that they don't control me, but I have to do everything they ask. I have to wake them up when I'm at night, when I get home. They used to give me a set time, and that so-called set time was under to their expectations. Okay? Like, they have their own high expectations compared to me. Okay, for me, I have my own expectations of how they should see me and I should see them. I know I can change both of those, but I can't change their frame of mind, their mentality, their belief, their understanding, because that is up to them. That is not up to me if they want to believe me or not. They can either take my information with a grain of salt and say, oh yeah, you lied. Yeah, because I didn't want to get to the bottom layer of the fucking onion. I don't want to share my true colors because if I do, I will explode. I will go off on you. Even my parents told me that you go off on us. Yeah, because I have a fucking reason. Because you guys are poking the bear too much where you guys want to draw out that information like a fucking vacuum. Like a fucking vacuum. And they shall not stop. Like, I know I'm 20. I know that me exploding is an emotional response from my past trauma, from my mental frame that I'm putting myself through. But I finally understand that it's not up to me. It's up to them to change themselves. Okay, now I can't do anything. I fucking can't. Okay? Like, it breaks my heart that they think that they don't know how fucking smart I truly am. And I still got the rest of my time, the rest of my life to explore, create, do, understand, perceive. I still got the rest of my life to do that. But looking back on last night's conversation, it just makes zero utterance about how and where that conversation was going, because my mom was like, this is like a fucking rat race. I'm like, telling myself, yes, this fucking is. This is going nowhere. And if you guys want it to go somewhere, fucking shut the fuck up and let me answer you guys' questions to my utterance. Without my utterance, that is nothing. That is honesty. That is truth. That is dignity that I am sharing to you guys about my fucking self. And if you guys don't understand that, then what the fuck is the point? Like, it just makes zero sense to me that, yeah, I'm sorry that the love and affection that you guys gave me, I have become numb to love and affection. I've become numb to sharing my emotions, to spreading the love, to spreading the wealth. I have become numb because you guys' love and affection is different than mine. And they want me to express what my love and affection is, but I have no idea what the fuck it is, because I've only been in 2 relationships, if that. Other than that, all hookup culture, people. All fucking hookup culture. That's all this generation fucking knows is hookup culture. Fuck around, find out, go have a kid. Don't fucking learn from your mistakes. Yeah, after the next 2-3 guys you might know, but then what the fuck is the point? Watch yourself, dude. And I get you doing a Yui, but watch yourself. Plus, you would have gave me a new front end. So, peace to you, sir. Yeah, like, it just makes no sense about how they want and try to understand me, but like, they think that I'm understanding them from only my perspective, but they're just using the fucking bullshit ass evidence. Like, yeah, I might have done it 3 times. 3 fucking times out of the 20 years that I've lived on this fucking planet. But what the hell? What the hell is the point of fucking, I don't know, fucking making you guys understand? Because if I don't make you guys understand, you guys look confused and you guys stare into my soul. And also, on top of this, I go around vibes, frequency, body language, tone of voice. I go off of everything. Granted, I don't know what's going on up there. I don't know what they're dealing with. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking until I ask those questions. Which I'm afraid to ask those questions because I'll get the definitive truth. But at the same time, I don't give a flying fuck. Okay, I'm not telling them everything. Okay, like, your parents want what's best for you, but they think they know you when you don't even know thyself. They think they know you. They think they can give you information, give you advice, but like, yeah, they've lived 50 years on this planet. But truly truly, 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 they don't fucking know you. They don't. I mean, they say that they do. They ask the questions to get to the definitive answer. But what the bloody hell is the fucking point if you're trying to understand me if you guys are trying to start an argument? I mean, I'm not trying to start one. It just feels like you guys kind of are. Yeah, like, it just hurts me because when they think that I don't understand it from their own perspective, I do. I do, because I am high as shit. I take everything into accountability, because when I am high, I take everything into accountability. I watch podcasts when I'm fucking high. Like, I love gaining new information while being high. I love it. I can't continue doing stagnant shit, because that stagnant shit is boring. Like, I'd rather do new shit, because it means new neural pathways, which means new brain cells, which means new mental understanding. And weed kills that. Alcohol kills that. But that's just in the moment. That's just when we're having fun. But at the same time, you may ask yourself, why am I so pissed off at my parents? A, they think I don't understand them and where they're coming from. B, they think that they know me so well, like they know the back of my hand, but they fucking don't. Opposition C, they are there to give me advice, but I don't seek the advice that they request or they are willing to give. Option D, every single time that we have a conversation, I try to look at the end goal. I am trying to learn from both of our perspectives, but it's difficult. It's antagonizing that they want me to see from both perspectives, but it doesn't really feel like that they're seeing it from mine. Nice Tesla. It's just, it makes no sense. Like, y'all can let me know in the fucking comments. I don't fucking care what you guys say. If it's hateful, truthful, whatever the hell it is, just fucking say it. I've already become numb to cyberbullying, bullying in general, toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic conversations. I've already become used to that. Young ass kid. I don't get how the fuck you can do that when it's 41, I'll give him credit. Still. But it just makes no fucking sense about, yeah, they think they know me, but I know the back of my hand better than myself. Or better than themselves. Okay, like, I don't know them. I haven't asked the questions because I don't want to fucking know them. I just want to watch on their deathbed and say that they love me, and I say that they love them back. Okay, I become regretful and resentful of my parents when I was 17 years old. Because that's when they lost the trust in me, and that's when I lost the trust in them. They don't trust me at all. They don't take my word. They don't take my YouTube videos. They don't take my Instagram reels. They always say, oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, wow, that's so interesting. Wow. And then they're like, oh, yeah, it's just your algorithm. No. It's not about the algorithm. It's about building that mental frame. Building that mental understanding, building that belief that ties into your understandings. Because in life, it's lesson, understanding, forgiveness, resentment, regret. It all ties into one. I could go on and on and on, but I don't know what else to add. Which you guys could add so much more shit, so just fucking add it. I don't give a flying fuck. But whatever the fuck you are resenting within your life, that's having that hard conversation with your parents, with that boss, with that significant other, whatever that so-called hard conversation, have it, do it, and fucking forget it. Okay, we all have different coping mechanisms, we all have different understandings, we all have different frames of how we see people. But at the same time, they don't see us within our very own frames. Because those frames tie into the actions, the beliefs, the mental fortification that we put ourselves through, the living hell that we strive to believe, that we strive to tell ourselves, that so-called story. Whatever that so-called fictional, non-fictional, descriptive story, 3 a.m., 12 p.m., 3 p.m., whatever the fuck that so-called story is, we can change it in any fucking shape, any fucking time, and any fucking mind we want, because we can build whatever skill we want. We can build whatever mental fortification, mental belief boundary we want. Okay, like, without so-called usefulness of knowledge, so-called wisdom, so-called belief that we are trying. Whatever the fuck that so-called thing is, nobody knows it besides you. Nobody knows it as well as you in a month, in 5 months, in 3 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. Okay, like, we are building these compoundable skills where we know what is best for thyself. Our parents don't know what's best for us. They may guide us, they may lead us, they may tempt us to go on a different path. But that is what they're doing. That is what they're trying to do. But, like, at the same time, our path is different than theirs. Nobody is a carbon copy of Will. Nobody's a carbon copy of you. I mean, granted, we have their DNA, but, like, at some point in your life, you won't give a flying fuck about what they think. Hell, I lost that. I lost that early on. A little puppy. Staring up to the distance. It's always the little things that get me. Sunrises, sunsets, dogs, flowers. My grandma once told me is to occasionally smell the flowers. What she means is use your senses. Sight, smell, touch, thought. Ooh. Somebody wants to nibble. Somebody wants to get down. Woo! Get down and get dirty. I like that black pinstripe. Does it go all the way in the back tail then? Oh, it does. That's tough. But yeah, like, y'all know what I'm trying to fucking say and try to come across. Okay, like, I lost thyself. I am trying to rebrand myself, recreate myself, rethink, redo, react. Because without action, there was always inaction. One of my favorite Chris Williamson quotes is, contemplate the price that we pay for inaction. Everything, single thing, thought, job, sport, conversation, mental frame, wisdom, understanding. Everything in life takes fucking action. And without so-called action, stagnant. Straight line, maybe a little bit, but straight line. You're not going to go anywhere unless if you take action and take accountability for your own reactions. Okay, whatever that fucking so-called reaction you have, that's the story. That's the story that happened last night. That's the story that happened 2 years ago. Okay, you are not that fictional character no more. And at the end of the day, a new day shall begin. A new day shall rise. A new day shall fall. And at that new sight, at that new belief, at that new understanding, root it to you. Don't root it to anybody else. Don't root it to your siblings. Don't root it to your friends. Don't root it to your family. Root it for your kids, your wife, your 7-year-old self, and your 80-year-old self on your deathbed. Okay? At the end of the fucking day, nobody's going to stop yourself besides thyself. Nobody's going to react to those consequences, to those actions, to those conversations besides thyself. Thyself knows thyself better than anybody else. Thyself knows you better than your therapist. You know your habits, you know your understandings, you know your frames, you know your disbeliefs, your distrusts. So, if you guys want to stay fucking in tuned, turn on that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. If not, have a good fucking life. Enjoy today while you get it. The next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7 hours you get of today. For me, it's 4:54, aka 5 p.m. So whatever cards, whatever chips, and whatever decisions you have to make within that 7 hours, get that shit fucking done. Okay, we all have the same 24 chips. We all have the same time. Just depends upon how we act, react, and of course, think. Okay, because thinking is stagnant. May go deep down darker rabbit hole, which is depression, which is overthinking, overdoing, overreacting. That's your emotions. We have to exploit and understand our emotions, because without understanding our emotions, what's the point of the new story we're trying to curate? At the same time, I don't know how long I've been. Oh damn, it's only been 27 minutes. That ain't bad. But whatever the fuck so-called story that we tell ourselves today, that is someone's story. Maybe yours, maybe your neighbor's, maybe a car ahead of you, maybe a car behind you. That is their story. And you can pick up the pen. You can act. You can react to whatever story you tell yourself that people put on yourself. Okay, that's dangerous, dude. Whatever story that so-called story is, you can wake up anytime. You can buy that Porsche. You can buy that nice-ass car. You can buy that nice-ass bike. You can buy that nice-ass crib. But anything in life comes with a fucking cost. Nothing in life is worth doing until you take that actionable steps, actionable habits, beliefs, and trust that you are what you say you are. Okay? Because nothing will change yourself besides you. Okay? Hope you guys learned something. If so, fucking leave a like, leave a comment, even better. Leave a comment about what y'all want me to talk about next. And who knows, I probably will explain myself in more detail within a future video. That could be within a month, that could be within a year, that could be within 5 years. I don't know how long I'm going to create this channel for. Who knows, I could get banned on this channel again. Same thing with the other channel. I don't know. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to leave a comment, be my guest. If it's hateful, I don't fucking care. Okay, I know y'all haters out there. So fuck y'all, go suck on a dick, go lick on a tit, and go feel super sick. Okay? Because without sickness, there is no regret, there is no pain, there is no tyranny, there is no agony without sickness. Okay, so I hopefully you guys all learned something. If so, do what you gotta do. Fucking subscribe. Fucking turn on that notification bell. I don't give a flying fuck. Leave a like, leave a comment. You do fucking you, pal. You found this channel for a fucking reason. I came along your algorithm. So-called fucking search bar. you are looking for this information for one apparent reason, and that so-called apparent reason is to subscribe. That's just mine. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I would subscribe to me if I didn't know who I was. But yeah, so I'll see you on the next one, and most importantly, turn on that notification bell, because without that notification bell, how would you know when I upload? How would you know when I post? Alright, so hopefully you guys have a good rest of your night, rest of your year, rest of your decade, rest of your fucking life, because we have one life with one timeline. Okay? Other than that, have a good rest of your fucking night. Enjoy yourself. Don't fucking hurt yourself. Don't over leverage yourself. Don't overdo yourself. And don't overthink yourself. Alright? So, is that Mr. Lindbergh? I'll see you on the next one. And yeah, peace.